Hi, this is Lee Garrett and welcome to another edition of Screencasts Online. Today I'm going to finish my deep dive into numbers, and so far we have covered a lot. In the previous two videos we looked at creating tables, of course. We looked at formatting things to make them look pretty. We used some basic formulas, and last time we looked in detail on how to organize our data into groups to help make sure that no matter how much data we have, we can view it easily. Today I'm going to take that premise a little further and look in detail at how we can use graphs and charts in numbers to give us a real visual representation of our data. And after that, I'll be mopping up on some key bits that haven't been covered in the first two shows. Right, to save some time, I'll prep some basic tables here on a number of sheets, and I'm going to spend some time now running through the different types of charts that Numbers has to offer, because as expected, there's quite a lot, and you can do a lot with them. So this table here is very simple. It shows some employees there, and on the right, how many units of some product or other they've sold. I couldn't have gone more simple, really. Now, to get this data shown as a chart, I need to select all of the information that I would like to have represented. So I'm going to drag and select it all here. And then up in our toolbar, there is a button called Chart. So I click that. And here we're presented with a list of all the charts that we can have. So there are three tabs. We have 2D charts, we have 3D charts, and interactive. And I'll touch on all three types, of course. We have column charts, we've got bar charts, area charts, pie charts, and more. And at the bottom here, there are some dots indicating that we have more pages available. Now don't worry, it doesn't mean that we have 6 more pages of chart types that we can select from. That much choice, we'd never choose one. No, if I click on this arrow here, we can scroll through different color palettes and styles for the charts instead. Now there's loads of good choice, but I'll stick with the first page. Then just to show, we have 3D ones as well. And these look amazing, and I'm looking forward to showing you them later. And again, if I click, we have different colors available here and different styles. Then finally, we have interactive, which I think is my favorite type of chart because you can click on a slider at the bottom of the chart to show different information. We've got interactive bar, we've got interactive column, scatter, and bubble charts, all with different colors, as you can see. Okay, I'm going to come back across to 2D and select this column chart here. Now that places a chart there on our canvas, and it looks pretty good. It conveys the information that we need. Now this column or bar chart is good for comparing values in a single category. So in this example here, we're comparing the number of units sold by each employee. So along the x-axis on the bottom, we have the employees, and the y-axis represents the number of units sold, which is pretty simple. Now this chart and others you create are dynamic, and that means that when you make adjustments to the source data in the table, it's going to be reflected in the chart as well. I'll just show you what I mean there. If I click here, and then drag down on this arrow here, just to add a new row at the bottom, we can see that to the right of Bob in the chart, we have a new entry. Well, kind of got a new entry. We've not filled any data in yet, but we can see the gap is there ready. It wasn't there before. So let's put in a name, a Frank there, and give him a value. I think 8 will do. And we can see that is added to the far right of the chart. So it's completely dynamic, which is useful when you permanently want to have a chart on show, but you don't want to have to keep recreating it or reloading the data that forms it. Now we're going to look into how to configure the individual charts and change things like their appearance later on in this section, but I'll just point you at the moment towards the inspector here on the right. Now there are going to be different tabs dependent on the element that is selected within the chart itself. So with the whole chart selected, we have chart, axis, series, and arrange, and we can configure things like the color scheme and overall appearance. And if I click on something within the chart, so for example this column here, I can make changes to the series, so which data this column actually represents and more. But we'll get to those as we move through. I just wanted to show you that it was indeed there. So for now, I'm going to click on the chart and delete it by just pressing delete. And it's gone. So we're going to go through now and slowly look at the different chart types that we can have. So I'm going to highlight the data that I want again. And this time I'll do it in a different way. I'll highlight the columns here instead. I'll press Shift as I select them. Then come over here to Chart again.
That's just a quick preview of one of this week's Apple-related tutorials from Screencasts Online. Screencasts Online is your premium source of Apple-related video tutorials. All of our members get access to brand new, up-to-date tutorials each week, as well as unlimited access to our entire video archive full of Mac and iOS related tutorials. You can stream and download all of our videos on your Mac, iPad and iPhone, and even your Apple TV using the members-only Screencasts Online Apple TV app. Membership also includes a complimentary subscription to the digital Screencasts Online monthly magazine, published each month and packed with videos, articles, reviews, as well as hints and tips covering all aspects of the Mac, iPad, iPhone, and all of the other fantastic Apple products. So, if you're ready to start getting the most out of your Apple devices, visit screencastsonline.com today and become a Screencasts Online member.